Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Miss Throwback from Play Legit. We're here today to talk to you about Nintendo Switch, and I'm here with Koerri and KJ.
Howdy, howdy. What's
I'm
up?
just that was my confirmation. I'm
Oh,
doing
the
their
set.
switch snap though. Yeah.
Oh, the set. That quick. In and out.
All right. One of the things that we want to get out there first is what is going on with the launch titles, which, I mean, of course we have Zelda, so we'll just get that out of the way. Like, thanks for that. But other than that, like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's looking like we have 5 titles at launch. It's looking like of course, we know about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Everyone's hyped about that one. We have been. We've been getting sneak peeks here and there. So, definitely excited for that. But then we have one of the titles that they showed last night during the announcement, 1-2 Switch, which is kind of like an interactive game where you use the Joy-Con, where you kind of compete interactively with someone, not necessarily directly on the console, but testing your speed, stuff like that, which looks like it could be kind of fun. I don't know how long that would hold up, but it looks like it'd be fun. They basically were saying that the direction for that is, hey, you could take it to a party, where adults are or whatever, and play 1-2 Switch, stuff like that. So,
Yeah, I mean, I found that title really interesting. I I feel like it shouldn't be full price for some reason.
right.
Like, I don't know if they're gonna get that off the shelves at a $60 price point. Maybe that's their plan. Something like We Play that came with the Wii, which I actually really liked We Play. So I could see that happening, but it doesn't come in the box, so I don't know how many people are going to be picking that up. I am, but I mean, other than people that are really involved with Nintendo, I'm not really sure.
Right.
And this I really liked Nintendo Land that came with the Wii. Those mini games were really
Hmm.
cool, man. That was a really nice showcase of what the system could do at that time. And I think 1-2 Switch will probably do the same thing, but I feel they probably should have bundled that in with the system to give people something to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is from the history of Nintendo, we know from, like you said, Nintendo Land and We Play that they can make really great interactive experiences that aren't name brand games or name brand franchises, but so there's no doubt that it could possibly be good. But like I said, I just, are you going to actually pick it up off the shelf? Maybe you will because you don't have many other choices. What else is going on at launch?
You got a car and you need to put fuel into it to keep moving. That's the
Yeah,
Mm.
situation.
yeah, I
Yep.
hear you.
It's like I gotta go to work, so I guess I'm gonna fill it up.
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, so we also we're gonna be getting Just Dance 2017, which is a fun title. It's
Mhm.
definitely a niche title, but it has a pretty
Mhm.
big following behind it. So especially with the style of the console, I think it fits for it. Um,
Yeah.
just it being such a physical console.
Mhm.
Then we also will be getting Skylanders Imaginators. Um, Skylanders is another one of those interactive type titles. So you use the Skylander figurines or whatnot. So I see them. Of course, they're gonna want to integrate that as well because they have the whole thing with the amiibo and stuff like that. So you want to
Right.
have those type of titles.
They want to get that ready for the Christmas season right off the bat because Skylanders is crazy.
Yeah, it's a breadwinner.
It's already out on so many systems too. Already, it's been
Right.
out on a lot. There's so many options, so many ways to play that game already.
Mm.
Right.
So I just added my when I saw that on the list, I didn't get excited at all.
No,
Mm.
no. Uh-uh.
No, I
Uh,
understand
well,
it,
eh,
but I'm not
And
excited.
for our age category, I think I just kind of, I mean, there's not much to that game. Um, and then I see Super Bomberman R,
Yes, that
which
one. I like Bomberman. I'm
I
happy
love
to see him
Bomberman.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Bomberman, but again, what's the price point of this title? Because it's Bomberman.
Yeah.
They're probably going to do 60 because they know they're one of the only games in town, so that they can get away with it because people got to have games. I feel like they're going to charge. But I did see a trailer for it today, and I was very happy with the presentation and the graphics. And I saw that you can get 8 people playing, and then you can fight bosses and stuff. So I think that's going to be an early way to make use of all the connectivity stuff that they were advertising heavily. I think that's probably going to be the first game that can really show it off.
Mm-hmm. It may have been that Nintendo had something going on with other developers where they were like, look, we're releasing in March. They know their hardcore fans are going to pick it up in March. And then, they might be treating the Christmas season as another, like, launch date and hopefully bringing out some games near December. That's the only thing I can see because they did announce like Super Mario Odyssey yesterday and such, but
Yeah. So there's a pretty long list for the titles that are going to be coming out in the near future or sometime in the future. So in summertime we're getting Splatoon 2, which we'll see how that ends up being. We were talking about it briefly before we were on air, me and KJ, and we were kind of getting into how it might be kind of like a HD upgrade of the original. We're not exactly too sure how they're going to go about the sequel, but I mean, they're really pushing Splatoon. It definitely has grown since, its launch a couple years ago, so.
I think Splatoon 2 will be a lot more successful than Splatoon just because people didn't really know what Splatoon was and weren't sure about it, and the Wii U was already kind of like on its way phasing out. And so hopefully just this being a new system and everything, it'll be pretty successful because Splatoon is an excellent game.
It is. It's so much fun, but I just can't get anybody to play with me on there.
They will not. Oh my goodness, he did not. No, he didn't. Listen, I'm going to be playing it, okay? And then, when is Super Mario Odyssey supposed to be coming out? And let's talk about that for a minute.
Holiday season. So it says holiday 2017. So right in time for the holidays.
I think that's perfect timing. Okay, how can you go wrong with the Zelda game that not everybody's going to be able to play it in March, and then Super Mario Odyssey. And you've got Splatoon already out, so that's looking a lot better. But that Odyssey, though, first of all, when they started the trailer, I said, "What is this, Grand Theft Mario or what?"
Said the same thing.
I thought it was a Ninja Turtles game at first because they showed down the sewer outside the Turtles.
Yeah, and then I know people gave Super Mario. Let's just bring Super Mario Sunshine into this for a minute, okay? People gave Super Mario Sunshine initially a really hard time, and then you never heard the end of "We want a Super Mario Sunshine 2." Okay, it was like all of a sudden we needed a Super Mario Sunshine 2. Oh, forgive us, we didn't mean it. And when I started really watching this, it really reminded me of like a Super Mario Sunshine. Like I almost feel like this could have started out that way. And I'm okay with that.
I got Sonic Adventure vibes from it also.
Yeah. Yeah, true. And I like the fact that like I feel like parts of this game you might not be exactly fond of, and parts of it you might absolutely be in love with, because there's so many different art styles and so many different areas. I mean, it's like you're playing a new game every time you go to a new area.
Yeah. And yeah,
They showed off a lot of cool stuff in that freaking trailer, man. I saw how he was. When we talk about how he was in New York, it at least looked like it's New York.
Yeah.
And with us, like that is they have not done that. He has not. What has he not left Mushroom Kingdom before?
yeah, he's never
I don't
been to
think
the
he
city,
has.
I don't think.
Yeah, no, Super Mario Sunshine wasn't in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That was Delfino.
Yeah. So I don't know how he got there exactly. Apparently, it was a spaceship he's riding around on in this new trailer. But yeah, I'm excited for it, and I know people are giving it a hard time.
I want to steal cars in there too. Get
Yeah.
out the car!
Yeah, and the interaction with that hat.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
And the eyes, the little eyes on the hat.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that you could use the hat, how it showed like him he tossed the hat and he hopped on the hat to get across, to get on over to the next platform. It just looks like it's gonna be fun, you know, a new mechanic to it, you know, and it's Mario, you know, like it's just gonna be fun to, you know, go on the next adventure with him.
Well, I feel like they were really inventive with that, because like, if you think about it, people have never really been fond of accessorizing Mario characters. Like Super Mario Sunshine with the squirt gun, like they were like, okay, we're not really crazy about this. And then Luigi's Mansion with the vacuum, people gave that a hard time at the time. And I feel like, you know, they were like, okay, well, you know, we want an accessory. Let's just use the one he already has on hand really well.
Just bust the hat out.
Yeah.
Who's gonna complain about his hat?
Nobody. Nobody's complaining. So yeah, they did a good job with that.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I just wish
Yeah,
they
it's
would have
something new.
I wish they would have put the trailer in the beginning though. That was my only kind of thing I was upset with, I guess I'll say, about the whole announcement of it. I was like, man, if they would have put this in the beginning, I would have been more pumped, because at the point when I saw the trailer initially, I was just like, oh, Mario, and then it was like, oh, Mario's in the city, like, oh, I don't even really want to watch this right now. But then I went back and I
what
watched
they were
it
doing
again.
in that, such a big deal.
Yeah, like when I watched it for the second time, I was like, you know what, this is actually amazing. Like I'm hyped for this game. I just wish I would have seen it when my morale was higher.
I encourage y'all to watch it several times. I've watched it several times, and I keep seeing different stuff. Like there's a lot going on in that trailer. I highly encourage y'all to watch it a bunch of times, man.
Well, and we didn't even bring up the surface point of the visuals. Like, has Mario ever looked so good? I don't think so.
You can see the detail in his jeans, man.
And his hair too, man.
And his animation, he was like,
it looked dope.
like he was like, he has a facial expression that isn't typical. I mean, it was really good. And I mean, my husband watched it, and he didn't watch it with the presentation from Japan, and he thought it was amazing looking. So I feel like if you watched it separate, and you're right, you didn't watch it when you were like, after, you know, EA Sports gave a presentation that was boring as all get out.
Yeah.
You know, you were in a better mood.
Yeah.
I mean, EA, let me call you out right now. First of all,